All right. I do want to welcome everybody to the Full Velocity Overview Call. My name is James Ward. I'm the CEO and founder of Full Velocity. Excited to be the one that gets to share this with you here today. Now, I asked y'all in the chat where you're from. If you'd like to put that in here now, that'd be awesome in case I didn't see it. But I'm going to name out some of these. We got Texas, we got Houston, Cedar Falls, Iowa. We've got Florida, Greensboro, Georgia, Kingswood, Texas. A bunch of Texas in the house. Jersey Shore, Philly. Let's see what we got. Los Angeles, Brooklyn, New York, Philadelphia. Gambia, West Africa, welcome, man. It must be late there. Florida, welcome to the house here. Let's see here. Kentucky, Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas. Congrats. Pittsburgh, welcome, Pittsburgh. Jamaica here. Bermuda here. Wow, awesome. We got the Caribbean representing. That's absolutely cool. So if you're just joining us here, we want to welcome you here to the Full Velocity Overview Call. We're going to go ahead and get this thing rolling. Now, just kind of give you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a brief presentation on a PowerPoint. I'm actually going to show you our live back office so you can get an idea of what you're actually looking at here today. So whoever sent you this, I think that by the time you leave here, you'll have a great understanding of what we do and why so many people are excited about what we have going on here. So let me get this thing rolling here. I'm going to ask for your participation a few times, and starting with right now, I want to make sure that you can actually see my PowerPoint presentation. Can you give me a number 1 in the chat that you can see it, and we will go ahead and get this thing going. Excuse me. Awesome. By the way, I see Australia's here, Brazil's here as we're getting these number 1s. I missed a couple of those. So we are represented worldwide, which is so cool. We just had our 2-month anniversary yesterday, just so you guys know. So interesting times here at Full Velocity. But I want to welcome you here. We are on the PowerPoint presentation. I have to tell you, I'm a kind of off the cuff type of guy. You're not going to hear me, go off a script. I'm just going to talk from really, I guess, my heart and my brain as far as like where we are at as a company and what we do. So you have a complete understanding. We're going to start here today with what type of company Full Velocity is. I like to start with this portion of it because I think that as soon as people start to hear about the technology that we have, they start to hear about the bots, they hear cryptocurrency, they hear all these things, they immediately start thinking, hey, is this a financial company? What exactly they do? Well, we are not a financial company. We are a full technology company. And what we specialize in are trade scripts and bots. And we basically allow people to use our technology and then deploy those on exchanges to be able to participate in the cryptocurrency markets. Now, I started with, hey, we are not a financial services company, right? The reason why I want to lead with that is because oftentimes that's where our brains go, like, do they have the licensing to do this? The great thing about our company is we never, ever touch your funds. You're never going to send funds directly to Full Velocity. We are essentially a provider of technology that if you want to utilize, and you'll see why you would want to use it here in just a second. But if you want to use it, you absolutely can, but we're not going to actually manage any of your money. And that puts us in a really unique and awesome position versus anybody else out there in the market today. And we'll talk about that further as we get going here, okay? But let's start with just the cryptocurrency market. I know some of you, this might be some obvious information. Some of you, you might be brand new to cryptocurrency, right? Maybe you've never even participated in it. I know you've heard of it, right? Unless you've been under a rock, you have heard of cryptocurrency. And what you may have heard about cryptocurrency as well is like some of the risk, right, that is associated with it. There are some huge upswings and downswings in the crypto market. I think, again, if you've been paying any attention, you probably understand that when the market goes up, sometimes it drastically goes up. And when it gets hit, it can get cremated, right? So if you look at just December and January, so December of 2021 and January of 2022, those were two of the worst months, not two of the worst, those were the two worst months that we've had in the last year inside the cryptocurrency market. And when I talk about the market, I'm really referring to the Bitcoin market, but it is so much more than that, right? There's all different types of altcoins, as you guys probably know. And we'll talk about what some of the actual trading that happens inside of our technology and how that works inside of your account. You'll be able to see some of those coins that we actually deal with. But, just like when we're talking about the stock market, we're usually talking about the Dow or the NASDAQ. When people talk about the crypto market, they're traditionally talking about Bitcoin, okay? Because it is kind of the correlation between Bitcoin and everything else out there is what people look like. And what we know is that, hey, it is a volatile situation. And the good news for you is our technology and what we offer here at Full Velocity is we definitely explode during the most challenging times, right? In the times where you have huge downturns or huge upswings, we are really good in those situations. The more volatile a market is and the more volume a market has, the better our technology does. And that's really important for you to understand, right? Because the best traders out there in the world today oftentimes can't take emotion out of the trades that they do, right? You talk to them, I guarantee you, if they're being honest with you, some of the moves that they make are based upon what they are feeling at that point in time. We take the human element out of this by just strictly using AI technology that makes the decisions on your behalf on your own exchange account to be able to trade. And we've done really well at that. And we're going to talk about what our technology has done here in just a second. But I wanted to start with and just kind of give you an idea of where we really do well. Now, what separates full velocity from the rest of the market out there? Because here's the deal, I know for a fact y'all have a lot of different options that you can choose from, right? There's a lot of different companies that are offering different products and services when you look at, trying to participate in the cryptocurrency market. We are intentionally, and it is our intent, right? We are intentionally different than any other company out there. And we feel like we have broken the mold in this industry and set forth in a way that all businesses should go going forward. Now, I know that that's a super bold statement, right? But you're going to understand what I mean as we get going here. The one thing that we are about is we're about full control. We're about putting the control back in the hands of the people, which is you, right? We want to offer a product and a service through our technology, but we want you to be able to have your own unique experience and be able to control that. And the reason why that's important is because most companies out there, they don't want you to have control. They want to control it for you, right? They want you to send in whatever money that you're going to send in. They want you to buy a package. They want you to do something to get the money to them, and then they're going to trade on your behalf. I know we've all seen that multiple times out there. And what oftentimes happens is the company's not actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. I know we've seen those challenges out there. We don't have to talk too much about that on this slide. We will talk about it because I want you to be aware of it. But what we do is we put it back in your hands. So what does that even mean, to put the control back in your hands? Let's take a look at what we mean from a full velocity perspective. Number one, you're going to have 100% access to your funds at all times inside of our trading platform, which means you're going to have your own exchange account that you can withdraw on anytime you want. There are no lockup periods whatsoever. Okay. So anytime that there's a profit inside of our system, you can take it. You can also compound it. I'll show you what that looks like, but you can take it. If you wanted to take your balance, let's say that you had an emergency with your family, whatever your available balance is inside of our accounts, you can absolutely take those as well. Now, this is real trading, right? So there's volatility on the upside and the downside, but just keep in mind that you have access to your balance. You control that. We never touch your money as a company of full velocity. It is always at your fingertips. So you are the one making the decisions on your account. There's no withdrawal fees except for the normal everyday blockchain or fiat withdrawal fees. So I say no withdrawal fees ever. I should probably change that. No withdrawal fees except for the normal blockchain fees, right? So if you're trying to withdraw in Bitcoin or anything like that, whatever fees are usually associated with that, those are going to be the fees that you're charged. There's also a fiat option, believe it or not, fiat meaning a bank account, and there's fees, the normal fees associated with that. So we'll learn about all that here in just a little bit. Full transparency, being able to actually see what trades are happening inside your account, knowing whether we are up, whether we're down, where exactly we're at. You're going to be able to have access to all that. I'm actually going to show you a back office here in a second inside of the primary company that we integrate with, which is called Dart. So we'll get into that here in just a second. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about this cryptocurrency market. As you know, there's multiple different markets that you can actually participate in, and there's nothing wrong with any market whatsoever. What differentiates the cryptocurrency market, in my opinion, from the other markets out there is that it is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? If you look at the Forex market, it's 5 days a week. If you look at the stock market, it's 5 days a week, right? If you look at the commodities market, and commodities being outside of the cryptocurrency, most of them are trading 5 days a week. Inside of cryptocurrency, you have the opportunity and the potential to earn 7 days a week. Now, I say potential, right? This is not something that just goes straight up forever. This is real trading. So we will have up days, we will have down days, we will have flat days. And that is the way that it should work. If you're dealing with anything out there that is guaranteeing you anything, we'll talk about that here in a second. You really got to have some red flags that are going up. Now, I should go on and remove this starting this week, profits will be real time. Inside of our platform, you actually have the ability to take your profits whenever you want. Okay. They're going to hit your account in real time. And I'm going to show you exactly what that means here in just a second as we log into our back office. Now, I do want to talk about the ease of use. And I really like this slide because there's some of you on here today that you may have never even set up a cryptocurrency wallet. You may not have a Bitcoin wallet or Ethereum wallet. You don't know how to do any of that stuff, and it's just almost, maybe it's even too much for you, right? Well, the ease of use inside of our platform is so awesome. In fact, we have videos that are going to walk you all the way through. I'm talking literally take you by the hand and walk you through step by step how to get set up here. Even if you don't have a cryptocurrency wallet, if you just wanted to use your bank account, you could do that. So this is what happens. We have been able to integrate with a company called Dart. Okay. And Dart is a company that allows you to control your entire business on your own and actually speaks to all the major exchanges that the trading is being done on. So, the Binances, the KuCoins, the Kraken, all those major exchanges that the trading is being facilitated on, all that's reported through Dart, and we integrate with Dart, and that's what's made this company absolutely possible. So what is awesome about Dart is that they're going to allow you to fund your account any way that you would want. Okay, so you literally get to choose whatever currency you would want. So if you want to use Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, USDC, USDT, you can use any of those, and they will continue to improve and add more options for you. But in addition to that, here's what really separates working with Dart from other platforms is you literally can send in a bank wire, right? I'm talking worldwide. You don't have to be in the US. Just because full velocity is in the US, that has nothing to do with Dart. You actually can wire money in. You can Zelle money. If you're in the US, you have the ability to Zelle money, which is such a cool feature because, I think about the barrier to entry into any platform can be really challenging, right? It can be overwhelming. So this gives you the ability to access technology, access our platform, be able to fund your bot in a very efficient and easy way that we will literally take you by the hand and get you set up in about 15 minutes. It is an awesome system. Now, right now, I want to talk about the strategy in which our bot uses, and then we're going to get to some of the details as far as the cost and things like that to be able to utilize our platform. Okay. But I like this shot right here for two reasons. Number one, for those of you who are very analytical and you need to have all the answers, you can read. Okay, as I said, I'm not a script guy, so I'm not going to read every word on the screen. You can read it. But what I do want to talk about is I want to break this down to the simplicity of what our actual technology does. Okay, and also what it doesn't do. So maybe you've heard different strategies out there, maybe you haven't. So we're going to talk about what we do and what we don't do. Number one, we are not a martingale system. Now, a martingale system is actually a gambling term. Maybe some of y'all have heard of it. It's basically every single time you lose, you double your bet, right? And it's very similar in the cryptocurrency market. It can become very, very risky, especially if you're on the wrong side of a trade. We don't actually do that. We don't have any repeat buys, and we don't have what we would consider large drawdowns. Okay, we're going to talk about the drawdown in more detail here in just a second, but our drawdown is actually pretty low considering what we do here. So what do we do? Well, our bot has what we call a hedging strategy, okay? And basically the system simultaneously is going to take a long position and a short position to create a hedge. Now, some of you are like, what are you even talking about long and short? Okay. A long position means that we think that the market is going up. A short position means that we think that the market is going down. So you might be saying, well, okay, James, if you're on the long side and the short side, meaning you think it's going up and you think it's going down, how do you actually make money? Well, here's what's really cool. Okay. The bot and the technology creates exit positions on both sides of the market that capture these profits. And oftentimes it can be many, many profits a day. And it can also be losses, right? Because this is actual trading. But collectively over time, what you can see is we have an unbelievable format here and a situation that creates a low risk experience in the cryptocurrency market. Now, the reason why I preface it like that is if you've been part of anything in the past, whether it be working in the stock market or things like that, working with an advisor, oftentimes they're going to evaluate your risk tolerance. I think as soon as you say the word crypto, you're already moderately risk, right? You're already in that moderate category. Most of it's going to be high risk. What I'm telling you is the bot that we have, the strategy that we use is considered very low risk, very low leverage, and very low risk. But we do trade in the futures market. So I don't want to overwhelm anyone anyone here, especially if you're brand new, you don't have to know this stuff. Okay. We put it out there for people to be educated, but the reality is you want the technology to be able to work for you. Let's take the human element out of it, the emotion side out of it, and let it do its job. Okay. So what has it done? Well, I want to remind you, as I said, the market's been very volatile, right? And I told you in December and in January, those were the two worst months of the entire last 12 months. It was brutal. The market went down almost 50%. If you were in altcoins, you went it down probably 50% or more. I saw multiple people that I know that are trading on their own accounts, highly leveraged, they got completely wiped out, meaning they lost everything. They were on the wrong side of it and they just kept doubling down. They let their emotions get involved. And next thing you know, they couldn't meet their margin calls. Their accounts completely wiped out. Maybe you know some people that that's happened to in the stock market, right? Sometimes when the stock market has gotten hammered, like let's say in 2008 or 2001 in the technology bust, people lost billions of dollars because they were on the wrong side of the market and they were highly leveraged. Same thing can happen inside of the cryptocurrency market if you don't know what you're doing or if you let emotions get involved. Our bot in the very worst month of the last 12 months, so in January of 2022, our bot returned 15.1% with a maximum drawdown of 19.4%. So, what does that actually mean? Well, it means that when the market dropped almost 50%, our bot was up 15.1%. Pretty awesome, right? Now, this drawdown, what does the drawdown mean? I'm going to explain this very quickly because there's not a lot to talk about on this. I want you to think about if you own your house right now. Let's say that your house is worth $100,000. Okay. Right today, it's 100,000. Let's say next year the interest rates fly up, the real estate market gets crashed, and your value goes down to 75,000. So on paper, now you're down 25%, right? Even though you haven't sold your house, technically you're down 25% if you were to sell it. Let's say the next year interest rates start to drop again, the real estate market picks back up, the lumber market's good, whatever's happening. And real estate goes back up, and now you could sell your house for 150,000. So you're actually up 50%, right? But you had to go down 25% to get to that up 50%. That down portion is called the drawdown, right? So our accounts, our bot had to go down 19.4% in order for us to get back to that 15.1%. You see, you have to have the mindset when you are using any type of trading instruments that this is a long-term deal, okay? This is not a short-term, hey, get rich quick, any type of that, right? You have the ability to earn consistently over time, but at the same time, you want to look at this as a long-term approach to growing your funds. That is the best way that you can do it. So you have complete understanding that, hey, I'm going to put money in here that I don't, even though I could get access to it, I don't want to get access to it unless I absolutely have to. I want the technology to be able to do what it's supposed to do. And we are very good at that. But here's the deal. 1 month, anybody can do that. What else have we done? Well, since March of 2021, so for over a year, our bot has averaged over 2.4% a week, not a month, a week. Okay. A week, 2.4%. Now, there's some of you right now, unfortunately, you're going to look at this and be like, oh, well, I know other companies are paying more. So let me kind of break this down. I believe there's two types of people out there right now. There's actually three, but there's really two that I'm going to talk about right now. There's the people that have no interest in the cryptocurrency market at all, right? They're comfortable with working with their bank, with their stockbroker, whatever it is. And the people working with the bank, they are totally comfortable with earning, let's say, 0.5% a year, not a day, definitely not a week, a year, 0.5%. People are comfortable with that. If you're working with your stockbroker, they're probably going to show you anywhere from 6 to 10% every year. I was a broker for over a decade, so I know I never showed more than 10%, right? Even if that mutual fund or that stock had performed better, you don't hypothetically show more than that because you don't want to overpromise and you'll get in trouble with compliance, right? So 0.5% if you're working with a bank, 6 to 10% if you're working in the stock market. But in the cryptocurrency market, this is the second type of people. There is such a misrepresentation on what out there, what is real and what is not real. Okay. And I'm going to hurt some of y'all's feelings here right now. And I apologize in advance, but I'm going to tell you like it is because I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to tell you what our company does, why we are intentionally different than every other company out there, and also hopefully protect a few of you in the process. Okay. If you're out there right now and you're looking at companies that are guaranteeing you any type of rate of return, 1% a day, 2% a day, 5% a day, whatever nonsense that they want to throw at you, any percent a day that is fixed, I can go on and assure you that they are not actually trading. Okay. And let me tell you why. There's not been a trader in the history of the world that has ever produced the same exact result every single day to the penny, day after day after day. It does not work like that. And I think we all know that it doesn't work like that. But unfortunately, our greed gets the best of us. We want to chase all these platforms that unfortunately leave collateral damage, right? You go from company to company and they end up hurting people. That's not what we are. We have no intention of being there. And what I can tell you is that we are going to have up days, down days, and sideways days, just like I said, flat days, whatever you'd like to call them. But on average, we've done an exceptional job, something that is real. 2.4% a week is not a bad rate, right? It's absolutely awesome in the real world. Now, in the fake world, it's going to be scrutinized. But here in the real world, it is an amazing thing. And our technology is done awesome. I'm very proud of that. Okay. So, what I want to do right now is I'm actually going to stop sharing this for a second and I'm going to start sharing the Dart back office. Okay, so give me just a second. I'm going to switch here. And the reason why is because I want to actually show you what our system looks like. So for me to be able to do that, I want to make sure that you can see my back office. So again, I want to ask you to give me a Y, give me the letter Y. If you can see this Dart back office. Let's see here. All right, awesome. Thank you all so much. Okay, so look, where I'm located right now, I'm actually logged into a demo account for Dart. Okay, Dart is the company that we are integrated with. Okay, they're the company that we integrate with for our script. Okay, so you are actually going to have your own Dart account just like this set up. Okay, and we're fully integrated with it. But what I want to show you right now is I actually want to show you our trade script and how things look. Okay, so I went ahead here. I'm on Trade Wallet. I went to trade script and now I'm going to go to trade report. Okay. So when I go to trade report, first of all, it's going to bring up the last 7 days of how we've done. You can see that we've had a really good week. I'm going to show you a different way to look at this so you can actually see it. Um, and I will tell you, we actually have an update happening in our full velocity back office, not this Dart back office, but our full velocity back office that will give you a daily snapshot of exactly what the bot has done. But I want to show you really quickly how this is going to look so you have the understanding of transparency. You see, every single time there is a profit would be this little green button right here, this little plus sign. You're going to see it in your Dart back office. Every single time there's a loss, yes, by the way, there are losses because this is real trading. You will see that as well. So as we scroll down here, what we can see is like today, which is April 3rd, because they're on a different time zone than we are here in the US, April 3rd, we did 0.316%. So today, our bot performed 0.316%. Not too bad, right? Considering the bank's paying 0.5% a year, somewhere in there, that's pretty good. Now, if we go down here to April 2nd, okay, so April 2nd, this was the very last trade that happened on April 2nd. You can see we did 23.5% on April 2nd. Again, not the same as April 3rd. April 3rd was better. If we go to April 1st, we did 0.465%. Not bad, right? I mean, considering the bank is literally almost paying exactly that a year, that is a pretty good thing. If we go to, we'll go one more, okay? We'll go to the 31st. I don't have any idea what this looks like. The 31st, we did 0.333%. Not too bad. And as you can see, I mean, you can just keep going here day after day, okay? And you can see what's going on inside of this platform. The 30th, it looks like we did 0.316%. So not too bad. You guys get the idea, okay? I just wanted to log in here to show you this so you can understand, number one, you're going to be able to see the trades. Number two, you're going to be able to see what this is actually done each day. And you can actually see down here, we can go through all this. If you look right now, we have currently we have 127 open trades right this very second. And these are all the different coins that we trade. We trade on Atom, Dot, Near, Matic, Luna, AAVE, and Unify, as you can see. So these are all big coins. They all have to have at least $100 million in daily volume for us to be able to trade with them. So those are the coins that we are trading. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go through every aspect of this, but as you can see, you can withdraw your money at any time. You can deposit money at any time. And we have a complete video series here that's going to walk you through all of that process. Okay. So let me stop sharing this. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint presentation really quickly. And as you can see, though, I mean, I think the biggest thing that I wanted you to get from that was a simple fact that, hey, This is something that's real. This is something that you can see. It's also something that can be life changing, right? One aspect, you know what? I did want to show you one aspect here. Let me actually share this really quickly one more time with you. I apologize, but I think this part's important. I forgot to share it with you. We have the ability inside of this back office here to actually compound if you would like. So your profits that are hitting every single day, you guys saw those profits that are hitting. You literally can take these profits out, right? You can withdraw these profits anytime you want. However, if you would like to compound, you can compound 100% of every single profit that you have to make your funds grow quicker, assuming that the market continues and our bot is working. Or you can do zero, or you could do 50%. It's completely up to you. That's just one feature that I definitely wanted to show you there because I think it's important. Okay. So I want to see right now, can you guys give me a number two, if you can see my PowerPoint presentation again without me having to stop this? Let me see here. Just a number two, if you can see the PowerPoint presentation again. You can. Okay, awesome. Thank you all. So here we go. As you can see, we are definitely live here, the way we're bouncing back and forth. But here's what I want to share with you right now. If you'd like to get an idea of what this technology could do for you, an idea of what the power of compounding could do for you, or not compounding, whatever you would like to look at, if you go to the website of whoever sent you here today, we actually have a calculator on the front of our site. Now, it's basically going to give you the ability to put in the amount of money you would like. It's going to give you the ability to pick the performance you would like based upon what we've done. And then in addition to that, you can compound or not compound to get an idea of what's real. Now, we do this because oftentimes when we start talking about, rates of returns like 2.4%, that's what our technology's done per week. Sometimes people calculate in their mind, okay, if I put in $1,000 today, I should have like $10,000 in 2 weeks with that type of return. That's not reality, right? We want you to be able to see what reality is. So check that out if you want to. So you got to be asking yourself at this point in time, okay, so this is a part where James comes back and says, you can have all this today for $1,997, right? Or $997. I'm sure a lot of you are thinking that. But here's what's cool about our platform. You're actually going to have zero out-of-pocket expense to utilize our technology today. We charge zero upfront for you to access our technology. Now, if you want to fund your bot, right, and have the technology working for you, you will actually do that through Dart, through the company that we're integrated with, as I told you, and that has a $200 minimum. So that opens this up literally to the entire world to be able to participate in this full velocity technology if you choose to. And what else is super cool about this? I want you to think about this for a second. There's so many companies out there that they get to this point in the presentation and they're going to charge you a couple $1,000s. Okay. Let's do some simple math. Let's say that costs $2,000. Ours costs zero, just to be clear. But let's say something costs $2,000. And let's say you put $2,000 into your bot to get it started. So now you're out $4,000. What do you need to do just on the bot? Okay, take the price out, but for a second, just for your bot to break you even on that $4,000, someone tell me what type of rate of return, what type of percentage do you need just to break even if there's a cost of $2,000, or you can do it with any amount of money. I'm just using that $2,000. Can someone give me in the chat, what type of rate of return would you need just to break even if that was the cost? 100%, right? Pretty easy math. That is a lot of pressure on any platform, whether you are taking signals from someone, whether you're using an AI bot, whatever it is. If there's a huge fee getting charged up front, that hole that you just dug yourself is a tough hole to get out of, right? So that's why we don't charge any upfront fee. In fact, you got to be asking yourself, okay, well, James, if y'all don't charge a fee, how do y'all make money? Well, it's really simple. We only make money if we perform from our technology standpoint. If our technology does not work for you, we make no money. If our technology does work for you, the way that it works is we're going to have a 30% service fee or technology fee, whatever you'd like to call it, on your net profits. Okay. So what does that look like? Well, I want you, just for easy math, let's assume that you had an account that had profits of $10,000. Okay. Now this could be for a day, a week, a month, a year. Now, if you did 10,000 a day, you would have to have a significant amount of money in there. Okay. So let's just be clear. So let's just say that's for the year because the math is the same regardless. But let's say that you had an account that profits $10,000. Okay. In this example, what would happen is 7,000 of this would actually go to you, And 30% of that, so $3,000, would be our service fee that we charge for utilizing this, for being able to gain access to the technology that is performed exactly like we have put out there for you, right? For taking the emotion out of it, for having the ability to be part of this awesome thing. That is our fee. And if you look out there in the industry today, when I say the industry, I'm really talking about the financial industry from this perspective. Most hedge funds or, fund managers, things like that, some of them will have 50-50 splits, some of them will have 80-20. 70-30 is very common, and that is exactly what we charge for our service fee of our technology. Okay. So let's just summarize really quickly what we've learned, and then we're going to break this down. We're almost done here. Okay. What you've learned so far is, number one, this is completely free for you to access. You're not going to have to come out of your pocket $997 or 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is. It's free for you to access. Okay. Potential, and I do mean potential profits 7 days a week. We actually had profits all 7 of the last days, but it's a potential. It could be down too, right? This is real trading, right? So you're never going to have that fixed rate of return. That just does not happen in real life. And you control this. Okay. The ease of use for new people. If you're brand new, I promise you, I promise you, I don't think you can find another platform as easy as this to get started. That's the best way for me to say it. I've already said it's averaged 2.4% a week since March of 2021. Dart, the company that we are integrated with, that you will be able to utilize for completely free, by the way, it accepts almost all major currency. In addition, you could do a bank wire, you could do a Zelle if you're in the US. We as a company never ever touch your funds ever. We have no access to your funds at all. You know, the little rug pull that some companies pull, we don't even have the ability to do that. We can't even see what is in your account. Okay. We have no access to that whatsoever. You're in full control, which means you have 100% control of your liquidity. You have access to your money if you want it. And again, we put our money where our mouth is. We only make money if you make money. That's important for you to understand. So, at this point in time, you got to be thinking, well, this is pretty cool. I could sign up for free. I could fund this thing for $200 or 2,000 or 200,000. I don't know what your budget is, but you also might be thinking, well, I know other people that we've talked about this, that they would love to do something like that. If that's you, I want to introduce you to our full velocity affiliate platform. Again, if you don't have any interest in referring people or, telling people about this, it's okay. You don't have to do that. Everything that we do here is completely optional. But let me just read this for those of you who might know people out there that you would want to introduce this to. Affiliate commissions are generated from the performance of our full velocity bot. Okay. There's no guarantee of earnings of any affiliate commissions at all. In order to earn an affiliate commission, you must refer others who participate in the bot. This is 100% based on your efforts of referring others who use the full velocity bot and assuming that the bot performs. Okay. I had to read that. So I wanted you to know that. But I want you to think about the affiliate side of the business right now. For a long time, affiliate marketing was really kind of taboo. Like, you don't want to tell people you're doing it. It's like kind of a secret type thing. Uh, that's not the case anymore, right? Every major company out there in the world today, Amazon, Walmart, all these companies listed here, they all have affiliate platforms. And they're usually free to join. Some are not, but ours is free, right? And not only is it free, it's completely optional. You can just come in here and use our technology and not refer a single person. That is totally cool with us. We truly do not care. But if you're one of those people that would like to have some extra income on top of the bot performance, you are going to be introduced right now to a compensation plan. This will only take a couple minutes. That's how simple it is, but something that you can truly earn while you sleep. And I know that's like a real cliche saying, but it's true. Now, again, this is not only just 100% optional, it's 100% free. I'm not about to hit you with a, hey, you got to pay $29.95 a month or $59.95. None of that. We have no fees here whatsoever. It is free to be an affiliate if you want to, and also completely optional. But what I want to talk about is I want to talk about what I consider the holy grail of business, and that is residual income. Okay. You ask any entrepreneur, any business owner, whether it be brick and mortar or online, what type of business they would like to increase in, they're most likely going to tell you continuity or residual business. It's all the same, right? It's that business that even if I don't show up to work today, or even if I do and just turn on the light and I don't make a single sales call, I still have money coming in, right? That's the type of income that is life changing, the type of income that you can be at the beach with your family, on the golf course with your friends, at your family reunion, doing your 9 to 5 job. Maybe you love what you do. Maybe you're a teacher, giving back. I don't know what you do. Whatever it is, you can be doing any of that and still be able to earn income. Now, what's also really cool is this, okay? Most affiliate platforms or direct selling or network marketing, whatever you like to call those platforms, the only way that you earn residual income is by what? Monthly fees, right? Or monthly product purchases. So every single month, you're calling people up saying, hey, don't forget your auto ship. Don't forget to have money in your account to pay for your service fee. It's always the same, right? And that is a grind because you never know what that's going to be. You understand inside of our platform, you're never going to pick up the phone and call anyone, right? There are no monthly fees. The only time you're earning income is if our bot's performing and our commissions pay in real time. So if you remember that list of all those profits that we took, every single time a profit is taken, a commission is generated while you're sleeping, right? That's why I said why you can earn while you sleep. You don't even have to be paying attention. There's no picking up the phone saying, hey, make sure you got to get your bottle of juice or you got to pay your legal fee, whatever it is. None of that exists here. And let me be clear, I am not against that at all. I'm for that type of business. But what I'm telling you is we are different, right? Intentionally, we are different in every aspect of how we run this business. And we truly believe it's the future of where this business is going. So as you can see, we've created a win-win-win. I need to add another win to this solution because the people that you refer to this, they're going to win when their bot wins, right? When their bot wins through profits, you're going to win from an affiliate standpoint. In addition, every single time there's a profit as a company, we get to win. Our technology, as you can probably see, is the number one key component to every aspect of what we do. Our product, our service, what we deliver, we want it to be the very best because if it's not, then guess what? We don't get paid, you don't get paid, and people don't get paid. We want it to work. So here's what I want to show you from my affiliate platform. If you remember that 30% that I said that we take as our fee, what we do with it is super cool. Okay. So in the same example where there was $10,000 in profit, I know you guys remember that. $10,000 in profit that was made on account. Again, it could be a week, a year, a month. It does not matter. We're just talking 10,000 in profit. As I told you, 70% of that would go to the user. That 30% that we collect as a company, here's what's really cool. We're going to pay 90% of that out to our affiliates. That is designated for our affiliates to be able to access. Only 10% of that, right? Only 10% of that 30% is actually coming to our company as profit. So, what does it look like? Well, here's our compensation plan. This will take literally 2 minutes, and then we're going to stop this recording. Okay. We have what we call a unilevel here at Full Velocity. Our unilevel pays 20 levels deep. And if you don't know what a unilevel is, I'm going to break it down for you really quickly. Okay. Here you can see the word levels and you can see 1, 2 through 5, 6 through 7, 8 through 14, 15 through 20. Those are talking about levels of your business. And then over here on the right are the payouts. So level 1, what does that mean? Level 1 means that I went out there and I personally referred you. Okay. Some people will call it a sponsor. Some people will call it a referrer. I don't care what you call it. You're my level 1 because I personally referred you. And when you fund your bot, okay, and your bot starts to perform, I'm going to earn 25% of this number right here. So in this example, if I personally referred you, okay, and your account earned $10,000, let's say over the year, $2,700 will be paid out 20 levels deep. I would get 25% of that because you're on my level 1. Now, if you're on levels 2 through 5, what does that mean? I personally refer you. Okay. You're my level 1. You go out there and you personally refer someone. They're your level 1. They're my level 2. Okay. So in this example right here, levels 2 through 5, we know that I would earn in this example, 10% of this 2,700. So I would earn $270 from that one person. I didn't refer them. You did, right? I just helped you. I was there to support you in any way that I could. I'm not going to go through every single one of these. Okay. You can do these on your own. But what I will tell you is if you look over here to the right, we have a ranking system as well. We call them gears. Okay. As if you're shifting gears to get to your high velocity. The idea is to get you to full velocity. That is the idea. Now, the way that you get to full velocity inside of our company is very simple. There's no minimum amount of money that has to be in the bot. It is as simple as this. You refer 12 people that fund your bot, that fund their bot, and you are at full velocity. That means you can earn on all 20 levels. You see, folks, in this industry, if you look around at the affiliate platform, direct selling, network marketing, almost every company bases their statistics or their advancements on 3 sales or more. Okay. Find 3 and your product is free. Find 4, pay no more. Now, the reason why they do that is because they know that the statistics in this industry is that most people, they can't refer more than 1 or 2 people. Now, why is that? Well, because usually they don't know enough about the business. They don't have the expertise. They don't have the tools. They don't have the want to, usually, right? I want you to think about this. We have a platform here that is number one, free for people to get involved in. Everybody wants the opportunity to be part of cryptocurrency. They have full control over it. They access it, right? We as a company don't ever touch their money. They have transparency to be able to see what's going on. So you can imagine that we are going to change the statistic right here. Okay. This 12 refers, you can absolutely do it. If you've only been able to refer two or three people in other companies, I'm telling you right now, if you plug into this and you understand what it is, you can be a new statistic for you and your family, right? So with that being said, I want to invite you to get back with whoever sent you here today, get your questions answered, and come be part of this awesome company. We just had our 2 month anniversary yesterday. So we are just getting this thing rolling. But what I can tell you is we've attracted so many people, and what we've done in such a short amount of time has been truly unbelievable, right? Our development team has been unreal. Dart's been amazing to work with, and we are just getting this thing started. So definitely get back with who sent you here. Come be part of this awesome company. And I appreciate you taking the time to be here tonight. Okay. So